Have you ever wanted to troll the ever-loving hell out of Railfans at a museum event? Well, I'm the Winnipeg Railfan, and welcome to my tutorial on how to ragebait the Railfan community using the Illinois Railway Museum Diesel Days method in 4 easy steps. Grab some popcorn, grab your best friend, hit another blinker, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Step 1. Rot your brain. Now when I say rot your brain, I'm not talking about filling your Instagram feed with Italian AI brain rot, 6'7" mango mustard skibbity toilet. I said that with a straight face, I'm so surprised. So first off, open your wallet or steal your mom's credit card and give your hard-earned cash to Jeff Bezos by signing up for Amazon Prime. Then go ahead and search for a little show called Hell of a Boss. If you haven't heard of it, congrats, you're not chronically online. Quick summary. Has been the other one. They're made by popular animator They're both shows made by popular animator VivziePop, featuring the talent of people like Brandon Rogers from the internet a decade ago.
Oh, try me, bitch.
And guy from Walking Dead, I think. I don't know. If you like late 2000s DeviantArt fanfic or Sonichu level story writing, have daddy issues, and think swearing and sex jokes every 15 seconds is hilarious, then this show is the show for you. And I forgot where I was going with. Oh, right, yeah. Watch this show if you want, I don't know. Just know it's a trade-off from being normal or showering. Step 2. Consume. Now that you've immersed yourself in the show and rotted your brain, and subsequently become a furry thanks to the star of the show today, Luna, you're gonna need to whip out that You're gonna need to whip out that wallet and head over to YouTube's and grab a Luna plushie. Pretty simple. What the music? Hey, whoa, yo, don't look at me. I'm not a furry. What the fuck? Step 3, go to the Illinois Railway Museum. Located in Union, Illinois, somewhere to the northwest of Chirac, I think, is the world-famous IRM, home to pretty much everything you could think of. A milk tank car, a gas turbine engine, Alan Fisher's wet dream, and rusted-out steam engines from the Grunk! Oh yeah! What you're gonna want to do is book your flight, or hop in your car, or steal one, and head out there with your newly acquired Luna plushie. Step 4. Unleash the hellhound. Alright, you made it to the IRM. It's time to drop the boogie bomb on unsuspecting foamers. So, what you're going to want to do is become a volunteer and get into the cabs of the locomotives running at the Diesel Days events, like the newly acquired Maersk SDF 40-2 or Metro 614, and show your new plush buddy off to the world. Wave it out the window while people are trying to get shots of these historic locomotives. The benefit is that you get to enjoy your new purchase, and 12-year-old foamers get a little plushie in their iPad shots of old locomotives. The downside is that you'll probably be a minor factor in the breakout of a fistfight at the event, allegedly, and be witch-hunted for a while after by angry foamers. But all in all, you were successful. You managed to piss off foamers over a literal plushie doll and prove that Chicago foamers are Actually, I don't know, the Floridians got the Chicagoland foamers beat these days for the Short Bus Grey Cup Championship. Alright, so this video is yet another on my long list of ideas sounded better in my head. I thought instead of beating a dead horse by making Engines of Amtrak episode like 32 on the CF7 or SP4449 or something, thought I'd do a little satirical video on this little situation from this past August, I believe. Now, a little rundown for the people not in the know, which is probably everyone by now, because, you know, most of the people that remembered probably forgot by now. During the IRM's Diesel Days events, where they pull out and run all the diesels that actually work there and run them around for people to ride in or behind and whatnot, someone brought a plushie of Luna from I don't know, whatever it's called. They literally just put it in the cab window of a couple engines. That's it. Like, I think they got her in the Amtrak F40PH cab. I don't know, they got a couple units from out west in like Colorado or Utah or something like that Maersk SDP40F. I think she was in the Metro 614 as well, and I think the BNE9 or something like that. A couple locomotives. They got her in the cab of a couple engines that people got shots of. So like I was saying, that was literally it. The plushie was in the cab. That's it. The dude who brought it waved it around a few times. That's literally all it took to cause mass outrage in the railfan community. Like, I'll never know who exactly it was that brought the plushie there in the first place, but like, this dude legit had people saying on Discord, like, I want this guy's head on a stick. That is just diabolical. You were literally sending death threats to someone over a toy in the cab of an engine. That is wild. Dudes be acting like they're employed, let alone employed by Trains magazine or whatever, taking professional photos for an article, and like they're gonna get fired or something when the editor looks at the cab and goes, what the hell is that? Is that a furry? Oh, hell nah! Or something like that, you know? Like, my brothers and sisters in Christ, this is the furthest thing from a big deal. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna walk that last statement back because I'm making it a big deal by making a video on it, but, you know, it's cha-ching, that's all. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this is sort of me assuming that this wasn't done intentionally. I honestly don't think it was, but then again, I don't know for sure. Maybe it was, but honestly, it seems unintentional. Like, they just brought it there for fun, you know, just to have it there with them. Secondly, I'm not taking sides here. I'm not taking the side of the plushie owner here, but I'm definitely not taking the side of the foam tards having an aneurysm over someone with interests outside of trains at the event. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan at all of Vivzy Pop or her shows or whatever. Like, clearly from how much I know about the shows, I don't watch them. Not falling for the furry bait that is Luna. But it's really not cool to harass people who do enjoy the franchise. I'll admit, at first when people started talking about it back in August on the Discord server, I'd probably said something along the lines of, it'd be fine if it was any other, like, you know, Hatsune Miku plushie, or, you know, Diane from The Bad Guys, or, I don't know, Thanos. I don't know what kind of other plushies are out there. Schlatt, the Rami plushie or whatever it is, I don't know. But of all the things, it had to be Luna from show, I don't know, whatever it's called. But in reality, like, what are you gonna do about it? Honestly, if these people weren't so lobotomized, they just get Photoshop or whatever app and use that spot tool or whatever it's called to cover up the plushie, just edit it out. If it really bothered them so much, honestly. Half the time, normal people seeing the photos are gonna not even notice the thing in the cab unless they're like pixel peeping, you know, zooming in on the cab or whatever. Now, as for the fist fight that broke out at one of the day's events, I'm not really sure about that, like 100%. From people's records, I don't think it was over the plushie. Might have been a tiny factor, but I think it was just mostly over some salty foamers whose shots were blocked or something like that. People like that are genuinely textbook definition detarded. My lord, who cares, bro? This isn't a $60,000 Dynamo Productions private photo charter. This is a public event at a public-ish location. Of course, you're gonna have people set up elbows length away from you or stagger to get different angles. And they might end up in the corner of your wedge angle video, I don't know. I think someone even brought a ladder to get shots above the photo lines, which is just hilarious. Like, for me, lugging around a tripod is exhausting enough half the time, but just imagine a ladder. But I guess to keep this yap session shorter than the other ones I've done in the past, I mean, at least I hope so, I think we have to realize that this is the train fandom after all. Like, what do you expect from a fandom full of pre-pubescent edgelords boofing that Tylenol pack? I mean, yeah, I know, it's been beat to death and just shoved into our brains how cooked the fandom is these days, but you know, the slop content rings true yet again. It is pretty chopped. Some of us grow up and out of that edgy meme lord phase, but a lot of us don't, unfortunately, and that's just the way she goes, as they say. Can't do much about it, honestly. Like I said before, I'm not taking sides here. On one hand, it's like, don't go sending threats on people's lives over something so trivial, like a plush doll. It does nothing in the end that benefits anybody. But, you know, on the other hand, you gotta realize that people are there for the locomotives and not for someone's niche hobby that's, you know, still widely unaccepted within the fandom of, you know, train fandom. But to wrap things up, in the end, who really cares? Someone brought a furry plushie in the cab of a locomotive at an event, and if you're bothered so much by that stuff, you know, you could just literally take the photo into Photoshop and edit the thing out, edit the person out, or whatever. Or, you know, I mean, for videos and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to do that. But, you know, for photos, if it bothers you so much, just edit it out and be done with it. You know, you're not gonna die if there's a little furry thing in your train photo. Who cares? Grow up. Otherwise, that's pretty much all I had to say. Again, this video is another "it sounded better in my head" type beat. So, you know, I sat on it for way too long while I did other stuff and videos. And now it's like super old news, and I tend to do that with a lot of the commentary videos here, but you know, it is what it is. I think I mentioned it in one of the latest vlogs on the second channel, but you know, since nobody really watches that, I want to apologize for the absolute fall off arc I'm in right now. I've been busy with some IRL stuff like school, so my schedule is a little chopped, and the motivation to spend days, if not weeks, editing commentary slop is at an all-time low. I'm telling you right now, it's crazy. I've been railfanning a bit lately, so there's some content in that aspect coming soon. I've got a couple interesting train videos that are lined up, but otherwise with, I don't know what to call it, not art block, but creators block, or just, you know, I can't even think of the word. What is it? Burnout. There we go. I'm gonna try and trudge through that and pump out some slop for you guys to enjoy, hopefully. So with that being said, shout out to the channel members for the extra support. Greatly appreciated by me and my dog. Feel free to join the channel for some exclusive content, updates on future videos and whatnot. And of course, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more mediocre train content coming eventually. And to elaborate, feel free to comment your thoughts on this situation, whether you like care or not, I don't know. Otherwise, you know the drill. Be nice in the comments, don't diddle kids, don't derail trains for clout. See you next Tuesday.
Hi, my beautiful baby boy. How are we doing today? What? Not so good. Baby, come here. Let mommy hold you, okay?